welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be part 3 of our Entryway Makeover series. In my last 2 videos, I showed how we have been able to make over our front yard by replacing our front door and brick patio. And in my second video, I showed you all the process of staining my door as well as getting some decor pieces up. So if you haven't already, be sure to check out those 2 videos so that you can get all caught up. I will link them both in the description as well as up in the cards. Today's video is going to hopefully be the last part of this Entryway Makeover series. I have a bunch of decor that I want to share with you guys. Before we get started, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below with what you guys think, and be sure to hit subscribe if you enjoy all things room makeovers, DIYs, and everything else in between. Without further ado, let's get started. Before we get started, I want to show you what the entryway looked like before we did anything to it. This is the front door. As you can see, it was in need of help. There was a huge slit running down the middle of it. There was a big mailbox slot that kind of made us feel really unsafe and uneasy. And in front of the front door was this area, which I don't think we were using well. On the other side of the stairs is this little landing area that I think we could also use additional storage in. And so we decided to hire someone to come out and change the door. Because it was wooden, I could not get myself to paint it, and so we decided to stain it this really dark espresso color. We actually went in with a coat of Jacobean and then layered a black stain on top of it, and it created just this beautiful deep brown color that we're really looking for. Once everything was stained, we went in and added a top coat, and basically that's all we did. If you want the full details on how we got here, be sure to check out the last video. Once the door was in, it was time to start decorating. So the first thing that we did is we hung up this mirror that we had from IKEA for a really long time now. All right, y'all, so we are heading into some home decor spots to try to find some home decor for the entryway.
We're not buying anything today.
Michael thinks that we gonna go find some artwork for the front entryway. Like this. We also like this one, minus the frame. It was real eclectic. I like them. They're different. Very good. I have purchased a bunch of stuff for the entryway. I've actually been collecting items over the past couple of months. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just give you a quick haul of everything we've purchased. A lot of it was unintentionally purchased from Homegoods. So Homegoods, if you're watching this, please sponsor me. We bought this shelf. I think that it is perfect. Little hook situation for next to my door. It has this shelf above here so that I can put the mail in, and then it has these hooks. I actually think I'm gonna DIY this because it's not exactly what I want. So yeah, this will be a DIY that I share later in the video. So I high-key just like lost the footage of me finishing this haul, but this is everything else that I ended up getting from Homegoods. I actually got these 3 canvases. So this one, I love how colorful it is yet muted. This is the one that we're leaning towards. We also picked up another canvas that was actually behind me in the last clip. We ended up just painting it white, and we were gonna do a DIY, but it ended up, we could not figure it out. I haven't been able to find anything that I wanted to paint. And then this is the other piece of art. I really like it. It's in this like cloth material. However, I think it's also just too muted for the area. There's already a lot of brown, black, and white going on, and so I think I'm gonna save this for another room. I also got this beautiful bench. It is also from Homegoods, and it just fits so perfectly in this area. It holds shoes, which is what we were really looking for. Okay, so for right next to the door, I actually already had this picture light hanging, but I'm just not really a fan of it. It feels cheapy, and it doesn't really go with anything else in the area. There's nothing else that's gold like this, so I think it's time to take it down. So I ended up actually ordering this one from Amazon. It's so much more substantial. Big plus is that you can operate it via remote control, and it is also rechargeable. The best way that I have found to hang a picture is by getting painter's tape and placing it behind where the actual hooks are. And then you're going to grab a marker, pencil, whatever writing device you choose, and you're gonna mark out where the hooks are. And then you're gonna use the painter's tape as a template to hang your photo. This out, and then we'll pray that it's actually straight. And now to finish it off, I'm gonna go ahead and add the picture light right there on its little bracket. Y'all, this looks so good. Now to break up all the wood that's in this area, I'm gonna go ahead and lay a rug down. I decided to go with this black rug. I actually got it from my kitchen makeover that I posted a while ago. It's just this beautiful runner that I got from Amazon. It's thin enough that it'll fit under my door. And as a final touch, I'm adding the bench that I picked up from Homegoods. Next, we're gonna work on the area on the other side of the door. I want this area to be where we hang our jackets and keys. All right, y'all, so like I said, I picked this up from Homegoods, and I like the overall functionality of it with the shelf at the top and then the hooks. But I do not like how industrial it's leaning. I'm actually gonna take off all this metal and maybe paint it. Okay, so that's already loose. So after some thought, I decided to actually use the metal piece that I just removed from the shelf instead of the actual shelf itself. And that's because it would have just been too much wood for the area. And I think that the little black hook is a perfect solution for what I need for this space. I need to go back and paint these, but this looks good. And for the final touch, I added this coat rack. Now I'm working on the area right in front of the front door. I found probably the best Homegoods find ever. This is a dupe for a crate and barrel cabinet. So before I decorate my space, I always like to clean it. Now that this is all cleaned out, I'm gonna go ahead and start decorating. I found this basket from Homegoods. Next off, for this area, I actually have a couple of books that have been homeless in my house, and I think this would be a perfect spot for it. Was actually inspired by these bookends that I found from Homegoods. Putting this right here to decorate the top of the shelf. I picked up this beautiful glass bowl from an estate sale one year. I'm gonna put some of Kyrie's leashes in it. And now for this side, we have this bowl, also probably from Homegoods. Over the years, I've just been putting in all of our pictures, and so I think this is a perfect landing spot for those photos. Instead of just putting it on here though, I think I'm gonna stack some books underneath it. I picked up this book from a thrift store. I also have this Chanel book and this Marc Jacobs book. All right, so I'm super happy with this setup. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up and start working on the top. So because of the outlet, I'm not able to put my credenza all the way up to the wall. So my solution for fixing this is picking up one of these outlet extenders. They basically allow you to put your furniture right up to the wall while also having something plugged into an outlet. All right, so for above this area, I was able to snag a mirror from my parents that will work perfectly. However, it's not the right color, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a DIY to make the stain match the door. Alrighty y'all, so this is the mirror that I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and start staining it. I actually picked up a gel stain in the color dark walnut that should work perfectly. I decided to do a gel stain because you do not actually have to sand with gel stain, which is pretty appetizing considering this is a mirror. This is what it's looking like with one coat of the gel stain, and I think it already looks so much better. I'm gonna go in with another coat because it's a little too red still for me. So I finished spray painting the mirror. It still looks a little red. It also might be because the light is hitting it right now. But I finished painting the mirror nonetheless. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up and see if it needs another coat. At this point, I'm basically done decorating the space and I want to share with you all the final reveal. But before I do, I want to remind you of what this space looked like before. I'm not going to lie, the space was pretty boring. There wasn't a lot going on. The door was in dire need of replacement. And so with a few DIYs, we were able to transform this space into this. And that was the final part of our entryway makeover. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below with what you guys thought about it, and be sure to hit subscribe because I have a bunch of other makeovers coming soon to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.